Hello everyone. My name is Hiawatha. You are on youtube.com/a whole bunch of random letters and numbers. And today, I have another exciting game of Age of Empires 4 for you, casted by yours truly. Today, we have Capoche spawning in the northwest corner of the map as the French, up against his opponent spawning in the southeast corner of the map, Hera. Hera playing the Holy Roman Empire, opening with, I believe, one Vil. Opening with one Vil, going on to a Prelate real quick to boost that food production. And now we're going to see potentially a Vil going on to gold. Bit of a different open from Hera, actually. This is not the one I typically see. Typically, we see people going straight on to gold to get that fast age up, but maybe just going for that big food capture rate and transition some villagers over afterwards. But I digress. Let's take a look at what our players' bases look like. We have some very close by berries and a forward gold for Hera, and our stone is forward as well. So we have some back protected wood lines. So that's very nice. We do like to see that. And I believe we're on Lipany as well. So that is a map with a little bit of some weird wood patches. Lots of wood on the map either way. Some nice hills that are defensible and wallable if you want. So it's a very fun map. It's actually one of my favorites. Let's take a look for a second at Capoche's map. Capoche with a back food, back berries, and back gold. So that's me actually very nice for him. Going with a very standard open 3 on gold. There, we got a 7 on food. So actually, maybe both these players know a little bit more than I do in regards to gathering that food. Start with a whole bunch of food, get some more in the bank, and then transition on the gold after with maybe some more Vils. I digress, though. Stone's nice and forward for Capoche, so that's going to be an interesting one for sure. We got an idle Vil here under the sheep. We got to be, actually, 2 idle villagers. We got to be extra careful about that, but the scout coming in with some more sheep, making that nice and easy to gather from. Going to drop them off, and hopefully we get to see some more sheep coming in soon and keep that food production up, because berries are not the optimal food gathering source for either of these civilizations. Let's take a look at some scouting for a moment here. We got some everyone's kind of staying on their half of the map right now. When you see a civ open with just one scout, you're not typically going to see much scouting of the opponent's base until about maybe the 3-minute mark or so, because everyone wants to gather their own sheep, make sure they're nice and well fed to get into the next age, that is the feudal. And Hera going for wood right now, going to try to get some wood production underway in order to build some more houses, maybe build a barracks, because that's what the Holy Roman Empire specializes in. And we'll have to kind of wait and see what his response is going to be for the French. Now, I really like this matchup because both civs can kind of go either way. They can do multiple different things. Sure, does the Holy Roman Empire specialize specifically on the infantry units? Absolutely. And Hera having some idle time here going up with the chapel, maybe trying to make a decision as to where to place it. Good call in my opinion. We're right on the berries, right under the town center for food, and on the gold as well. Woodline's not going to be saturated with that inspiration, so that part's a little unfortunate, but that's okay. And is our opponent going up as well. Capoche is going up with the School of Cavalry. We've got 4 villagers building that, so we are going to see some early knights coming out to try to harass the opponent over on the side of the map. And I'm going to stay on gold because gold is super important for the French in order to get those knights out. French knights do cost the same amount as normal knights in the feudal age, if I'm not mistaken. And right now, we are finally getting some scouting from Hera. Hera's going to notice that the School of Cavalry is going up, so we're likely going to see a barracks right after this is finished in order to try to combat any early aggression that might come out. We're going to get some spearmen, and hopefully that will do our due diligence. Take a look at Capoche, though. Capoche is scouting out, and what do you know? The chapel is going up for Hera, so he's quite aware that we're going for a bit of an economic boom here. He knows we're going on to our food, and now knows we're going on to the gold. So he knows that the wood line is going to be a little less saturated, but also well protected by that town center. So it's going to be a tricky one to get any raiding done, because this is a really nicely placed camp, nicely placed wood spawn. There's not really a lot of room for Capoche to get in there and do any damage. But I digress. We're going to finish up this chapel here with our 5 Vils, so we're going up a little bit faster than Capoche. And now we're going to go back on the gold, most likely, to keep up any production that might come out from Men-at-Arms later, or any other kind of unit that we see. Inspiration coming out from the Prelate in the chapel, and now we just kind of have to wait and see. With that being said, while we have a moment here, I will remind you, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Most of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel, and it would really help me out if you did that, because that means more eyes are going to be on the game, and when the game eventually does get a patch, hopefully sometime in the near future, we will have some more eyes to enjoy it with. With that being said, though, we got just, your regular old scouting here. We're opening up with some, actually, we're doing scouts. So we might be actually, oh my god, we're getting pro scouts. So, French can do this against the Holy Roman Empire because of the School of Cavalry. School of Cavalry what is it? It produces 20% faster. So these scouts are going to come out rather quickly. Going to be able to get all 7 scouts out in a very effective manner. We're already on top of the hunt at the front of Hera's base. Does Hera see this though? Hera does not see this. So this is actually going to be quite scary for Hera, considering the fact that he's not going to have nearly as much food production in a moment here. Currently, however, when we look at income per minute, Capoche is actually still ahead under food. Do we have... Why are we ahead so much? We have 7 on food versus the 15 on food for Capoche. So actually, it does make a lot more sense. We have a lot of builds under this TC, kind of getting ready for that professional scouts build, I suppose. Going to get some barracks up as well to fight any military units coming out for Hera. And now Hera is going to see that professional scouts is being researched by his opponent. And there's not really going to be too much that he can do to contest this. It doesn't really matter too much to kill the hunt because he's not playing against Roos. So the Roos, you know, they obviously get gold generated when they kill a wild hunt. Will these scouts be able to kill this scout though? Get a little pick here maybe? Nope, ships passing in the night going to allow this scout to freely pick up that hunt and going to run away to the side of the map. Now does Hera respond with a... Yes, he does. So he's actually going to get scouts of his own. We do have professional scouts being researched as well. That's a good idea, especially when you're up against the French or the Mongols or any other civ that is specifically going to go for that technology. It does make sense to get the upgrade yourself in order to combat the hunt of your opponent, take away his hunt maybe, and get that food production for yourself. Hera doing that right now. Going to pick up some of this hunt from under the base of his opponent. These guys, knowing that Hera is going for the front hunt instead of the northern hunt, going to go to the other side, pick up whatever's safer, and run across the map. Now, was Hera able to collect... Yeah, Hera was able to collect the hunt over here, but forgot to drop that one off. The poor scout's not doing his job very well. Going to grab this one and bring it back to the base as well. So, some more hunt being gathered up from Capoche. Age of professional scouts, if you will. Getting the wheelbarrow technology as well. We don't have many other economic technologies at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. Our mining camp, our lumber camp are not upgraded for Capoche. Take a look at the other side of the map, though. Mining camp not upgraded, wood camp not upgraded, and the mill, we're not on the wheelbarrow just yet, so Capoche is going to have a significant enough economic advantage when it comes to food and all that. 14 on food right now for Hera versus the 18 on food for Capoche. So Capoche still pulling ahead just a little bit in general. We got a lot more vills on food for Hera, however. And because the inspiration comes from the chapel, it's going to be able to gather a lot more quickly, and that's going to kind of even them up a little bit. While there's more villagers for Capoche, there's going to be a faster gather rate for the villagers of Hera. Now, do we have any military units coming out now? We're finally going to get some Royal Knights out. We got one out right here. We have 2 more spearmen coming out at the front of the base for Capoche, kind of defend this blacksmith going up, and some more hunt being dropped off here. Those are a lot of carcasses. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 or so carcasses, plus the remaining sheep that are here. There's 3 undead. I guess they're undead because they're not killed. 3 living sheep still, plus the other dead carcasses under the TC. Having a bit of an engagement going on over here over the hunt down in the south. And this, oh my god, this scout is going to go down. A little bit of micro here from Capoche will secure that kill. Yep, going to drop that hunt and picked up right away, and going to be happy with that and run off, get that last deer and go across the map. So a good call from Capoche, getting out that knight in order to kind of contest that hunt gathering from Hera. Capoche doing a good job of defending his side of the, or not his side of the map, of raiding the other side of the map, kind of denying any space to Hera. But now Hera is ready to go up with a Regnitz Cathedral. This is the landmark that gets you up, what, plus 200% gold generation per relic inside, up to 3 relics. Is Capoche going up right now? Not yet. So Capoche opting to go for some more military production instead, get some siege engineering actually. So that's the reason for these spears, I suppose. And it looks like he's going to get ready to actually push in the base of his opponent. Take a look right now at our income per minute. Again, we're still significantly ahead for Capoche in every department except for gold. And what's our military look like? 9 military units for Hera, that's including scouts, 10 now, versus the 17 for Capoche. So that's a little scary as well. We'll have to kind of wait and see what happens here, because I don't believe Hera has put up any other military... Oh, he has, actually. He got a barracks up relatively recently. Spearman coming out because he notices the knights are starting to do a little bit of damage here, be quite a nuisance. And all of these scouts are going to come back in a moment here with the carcasses of those hunts. And again, Capoche doing a great job this game denying the hunt from his opponent, and got professional scouts earlier, got the scouts out on the map earlier in a larger mass, and is able to kind of use the knight that he built afterwards to really clean that up and keep Hera away from the hunt. Now all the hunt on the map is gathered. If you take a look at the mini map right now, you will see there is no hunt available. But speaking of availability, there's 1 less villager available to Hera because it died to the charge of the scouts and the knights. However, Hera now going to be up in the castle age. That research city, or not research, that upgrade did complete, and now we are gathering our relics. We have a relic being gathered up in the northeast corner, as well as already in the base of Hera. So the gold generation is going to be significantly favored for Hera in just a moment here. So it really comes down to, oh, there's another one going down here. Oh no, oh no, this prelate's going to go down very quickly. Town center there doing a good volley on the enemy. Wololo coming in and can deny the space, although he could have just dove onto the prelate. However, these 6 spears from Hera would have done a pretty good work on the knights, so that would have probably been a bad idea either way. I digress. However, more knights coming in, more spears coming in for Capoche, and we're probably going to get a, oh, we already have a battering ram right here, so battering ram is up for Capoche, and now we are going to see some pushing onto the economy of Hera. Let's see if Hera is able to hold this or not. I do not believe Hera has a blacksmith yet. He does, actually. It's right in the... Oh, that's Capoche, rather. Hera does not have a blacksmith, so he's not going to have siege engineering yet. He's not going to be able to counter this too easily. He's going to have to put out a lot more spears and maybe some men-at-arms as well to help kind of hold against this. Some Landschnecks could be good to take out the spears. Maybe even going on to some archery, but I digress. We got the significant gold income now, so Landschnecks are buildable now. This is taking longer to build, 22 seconds versus 15 seconds for spears. We are canceling some of them right now, so we're getting a upgraded veteran instead, which does make sense. Emergency repairs coming in to keep this barracks up and running. However, there's nothing being produced from it right now, so I'm not sure if that was the right call, but I digress. Second battering ram going to go up for Capoche. Let's take a look at income per minute again. Hera significantly ahead in food with 31 villagers versus the 45 of Capoche, so some of those villagers getting sniped and potentially even some idle time from Hera is going to be a little scary economically speaking. We got a lot of food still under the TC. A lot of those deer carcasses are still there. Still some living sheep, so there's a lot of food going to be coming in soon. Scouts chilling over here. Make sure there's no raid coming on the side or no counter push or anything like that. Some Landschnecks finally coming out for Hera. These are going to do a good job of kind of cleaning up any spears that might come in. Even some cavalry, they're pretty good against them, honestly. And just mixing them in as well. If the spears can screen for the Landschnecks, they can get a lot of damage in. So let's see what happens here. Emergency repairs, I don't believe going to be available for Hera just yet. I believe that's still on cooldown. Oh no, it's still available if I'm not mistaken, but that did go down. So no more military units coming out from there. We do have some more barracks in the back here. And did Capoche ever age out? No, Capoche is still only in feudal. So Capoche going to be ahead with the upgrades from the blacksmith for sure. Let's go cinematic mode for a moment here just to observe kind of what's going on here. We have a whole bunch of knights from Capoche. We have, what, 8 knights. We got 14 spears up against 11 spears and a couple Landschnecks, as well as now some actual knights coming out for Hera. So this is going to be actually a good idea to counter any scouts, maybe even to screen for the spears again. Landschneck's going to do some good work on the spears here. Hopefully they're able to take out this this big wave so no more battering rams get produced in the front of his base. And rams behind this, I guess in front of it actually, are going to go and push into the base. And noticing that all the spears going down now, bit of a pickle here for Capoche. Landschnecks were the perfect call here to take out all of those spears. They'll go down quite easily. Pike, or Spearmen, I keep on calling them Pikes. I've been watching some Age 2 recently. Spearmen coming out and doing a great job taking out the Knights from Capoche. That was a great engagement for Hera. Military count, 20 for Hera, 10 for Capoche. That's a big cleanup, and sure, these Rams are going to get pulled off now. But Hera doesn't have a blacksmith still. So no siege engineering out just yet. Not going to be able to really push in his opponent. Going to build some momentum, absolutely, but Capoche could still hang on here if he really wanted to. Spear on spear action here. This spear is going to go down for Capoche, and some more knights reinforcing. Are we building out some more as well? We got some more in production back here. Stables are out for Capoche as well. How many stables we got here? 2 plus the School of Cavalry and 1 barracks producing. Could be worth transitioning into some range as well. Right now we have 733 wood for Capoche, so you got enough wood to build some ranges, 1 or 2, and pump out some archers. But you know what? I don't think that's going to happen because it looks like he's really committed to these knights. But Landschnecks are going to be able to do so much work here, especially when screened by the spears. They're really able to get a lot done. Ram going to go down here. Some raids going on up here with the knight. Good call from Hera. Get that, a little bit more mobility going, a lot more kind of running in his favor. Shift that around. We got 38 vills for Hera versus 53 for Capoche. So Capoche still ahead by quite a bit. We have 17 idle though, coming off of 33 idle because there's a whole bunch on gold that the gold is depleted. Woodline just not depleted, but pulling under the TC to protect them from any raiding. And we have some more Landschnecks, I believe, coming out. Some more spears coming out. Landschnecks are such a powerful unit, honestly. At first when the game dropped, I didn't like them. I thought they were very underpowered. But now with the Sacred Site being captured for Hera, a second Sacred Site could be captured sometime soon, and a third one is not too far off with another relic even by it as well. It's looking a bit scary for Capoche here. Some raids going on in the base of Hera, and not too much at home to deal with it. Some more spears will be coming out, I believe, in just a moment here. You got to make sure to rally them into his base to help protect against this. Keep his economy going. There we go. One knight going down at the front of the base here. We still have... Oh, wow. Hera really wanted to group him in a specific spot there. Landschneckt and the spears doing great work kicking up these stables. Another outpost going up are going to be denied by the cavalry from Hera. These spears are going to do way too much damage to these knights. They cannot hold like that unless you're doing some significant micro. And this is looking kind of scary. Food is now shifted. Still in favor of Capoch, rather. Not food, but economy in general. The wood has shifted to be in favor of Hera now. So he's going to be able to produce those spears a lot more quickly and effectively than his opponent, Capoch. Capoch is probably not even producing any more spears right now, actually. This is looking kind of scary. I don't think Capoch can survive this anymore. Hera does not have a... Oh, finally has a blacksmith. Not going to go for siege engineering just yet. Getting another stable up to kind of keep up the production with the knights. A good military mix, a good mix-up, if you will, from Hera. He did a really good job of kind of selling his opponent. He's going for one thing, making his opponent kind of commit to their build, and then able to kind of play around it and really show his smarts when it comes to this game. I love watching Hera. He's still my favorite player to watch. So I will say now, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a like down below. I don't believe we got too much longer going on here for Capoch. I don't think he's ever going to be hold on for very long. Food villagers getting pushed off of the TC, even though the 20 that are in there already, because that's a combination of the wood gathering villagers as well as the food. We're going to clean up a lot of vills, and we're kind of trickling down here. 39 vills for Hera still, but 54. We're at like 60-something beforehand, so a lot of cleaning up happening here. Idle production as well for Capoch, not building any more new villagers. And this is looking to be GG here. We still don't have siege engineering, which is kind of unfortunate, but we have a lot more military coming out here. We have, for Hera, how many production? We got 5 barracks and 4 stables versus just the, for Capoch, the one stable, skill to cavalry because the other stable got destroyed, and the one barracks. Just not able to compete at this point. Yeah, more knights coming out. At this point, it's a little too late. They really needed some archers earlier in the game. Once he noticed the amount of Landschnecks coming out, he should have transitioned right away, because that would have been a lot safer. But either way, GG's everybody. It was a fun game to cast and watch. Hera being your winner against Capoch. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.